In today's video, reflecting on your year as an instructional coach. Hello, coaches! Welcome back to another episode of Coach Better Quick Tips. My name is Kim Capino, and I'm here to help you coach better. After decades as a teacher and a coach in international schools, I founded my company, Eduro Learning, to help you recognize and leverage your influential leadership so you can build a thriving coaching culture in your school. I work with clients around the world through our certificate programs and private mentoring packages. And to dig deeper into any of the topics you see here, join the Coach Better global community at COACHBETTER.tv. If you have a question you'd like to hear us answer, please leave a comment below, join our Coach Better Facebook group, or find us on social media at Eduro Learning and send me a DM. You can find all of our resources for instructional coaches and listen to our full podcast episodes on our website at COACHBETTER.tv. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to catch all of our latest episodes here on YouTube. In today's video, we're going to explore some of the ways that you can reflect on your work as a coach over the past academic year and hopefully encourage you to think about making intentional reflection a part of your practice on a regular basis. As coaches, we are so busy working with teachers that we rarely stop to reflect on how things are going, what data we're collecting about our work, and how that data can inform our next steps. By building in a practice of reflection, even by just starting with one time at the end of the year, you'll be able to see how taking some time to stop and reflect can really help you refine and adjust your practice as a coach. One of the keys to making good use of the data you collect is to check on how you're going at multiple points throughout the year. But even if this is the first time you're trying to look at your coaching practice objectively through a data review process, you will still be able to gather good insights to inform your practice in the upcoming school year. If this is something you are struggling with in your coaching practice, or you're ready to be more intentional with the work that you do as a coach, we can support you. You can find all of our learning opportunities on our Coach Better website at COACHBETTER.tv/learn. On that page, you'll find professional learning options that are just right for you, no matter where you are in your coaching experience. We have opportunities for brand new or aspiring coaches, experienced coaches who are ready to be more intentional and strategic in their practice, and coaches who are ready to leverage their leadership and lead a team. Head over to COACHBETTER.tv/learn to find all of the options. If you're curious to hear more, I'm going to share 2 free workshops at the end of this video. One is designed for educators who are new to coaching, moving from the classroom into a coaching role, and one is for more experienced coaches. Each one will tell you a little bit more about our professional learning opportunities for coaches that are just right for your level of experience. When you are thinking about reflecting on the year as a coach, you'll likely want to consider 2 facets: the amazing work of your coaching partners and how coaching has supported them in that process, and your own growth as a coach. This video will highlight some reflection prompts that you can apply in each situation. The first part is focused on working with your coaching partners and helping them reflect. When reflecting with your coaching partners, the goal is to find a way to create positive momentum so they want to continue to grow. In structuring your conversation, you might want to consider starting with successes. By bringing a lens of appreciative inquiry to the conversation, you might want to ask things like, what were the successful experiences we had together this year? What went well in your classroom? Where and when did we make the biggest jump together? Once you've highlighted those successes, you can dig a little deeper into questions that focus on potential growth. Questions like, what was our goal for working together at the beginning of the year? As we worked together, what did we observe students doing? Over the course of the year, what growth did we see? What gap still exists? Where are we now? Where do we want to go next? What might be some next steps that might help us close the gap? How can we work together next year to make progress? After having that reflection conversation focused on successes and areas to continue moving forward, you might also want to prompt your coaching partner to think about how they can use these kinds of practices both in their classroom and for their own growth throughout the year. You might want to ask them, what reflection processes do you have in your classroom? How can you be reflecting on the data you collect on a regular basis throughout the year? Or how can we do that together? How can you help students look back over the year? This kind of reflective conversation provides an opportunity to pause and appreciate the moment we're in so we can move forward with clarity and purpose. Even if you don't have time to have a full reflective conversation like this, you can also consider sending a quick email to your coaching partner saying something like, "You've had such a great year. What's one big highlight or takeaway for you this year? Hit reply to this email and let me know. And while you're at it, what's your next step? When would you like me to check in with you to get started on that next year?" And you can consider sending an email like this each semester to move you into a more regular process of reflecting on your work with your coaching partners. The second focus for today is reflecting independently, reflecting on your own work as a coach. When you're thinking about reflecting on your own work as a coach, you might want to think about what worked, what could be improved, what can be carried forward to the next opportunity, what needs to be removed, refined, adjusted, and added, and what might my next steps be moving forward. As you are trying to answer those questions, take a moment to actually look at the data that you've collected. What data do you have? Does it give you the information you need to answer those questions? If it doesn't, what data do you need to collect in the future? And based on that data, you're going to be getting better and better answers to those questions. The best thing about looking at data as a tool to inform your practice is that you're thinking about data as information, not evaluation. This is simply information that you've collected to help you make the next decision. When you look at data that way, it's valuable to have these kinds of conversation and reflection points more frequently throughout the year. You might consider starting with quarterly or marking period-based reflections, and over time develop your reflective practices to be more regular, even breaking things down to a monthly or weekly level. Reflecting on the data you collect will help you inform the next steps you take as a coach and with your coaching partners. Taking the time to track and reflect on your progress over time will be so validating for you and a great way to share the success of coaching with others. There is a lot more to share about collecting data to measure your impact, so I've planned another quick tips episode on this topic for next semester, so keep your eyes peeled for that. Subscribe to the podcast at COACHBETTER.tv to get that episode delivered straight to you, and you can find all of our episodes over at COACHBETTER.tv too. Taking the time to reflect on the year, both with your coaching partners and independently about your coaching practice, is an important way to value the time you spend working together. If we just continue to move on to the next thing, it can feel like we're on a never-ending hamster wheel, always running and never knowing where we're going. Taking the time to reflect allows us to solidify what we've accomplished, to feel a sense of pride and completion in the work we've done, and to set better goals for the upcoming year. If you can make data collection and reflection part of your regular routine as a coach, you will essentially be coaching yourself on how to grow, making more intentional choices and documenting the impact you're making as a coach. If you're ready to dig deeper into being more intentional in your coaching practice, like being intentional with the data you collect and how you reflect on it, or if you're new to instructional coaching and you're curious about getting started, please join us for one of our courses for coaches. One of the things we're most proud of here at Eduro is that there's no one-size-fits-all learning. You always have choice and voice in how you learn with us. Today's video highlights one of the key themes that you'll find in all of our courses for coaches. And if you're curious to take your learning deeper, we have two great options for you today. If you are just getting started as a coach and you want to learn how to make the essential mindset and skill set shifts necessary to be successful in the role, watch our New to Coaching workshop, which will also tell you about our brand new course, Getting Started as a Coach. This course is specifically designed for classroom teachers that are moving into a coaching role. It's focused on exactly the skill set and mindset shifts you need to make to be successful as an instructional coach. If you're already a coach and you want to think about being more intentional and strategic in your practice, watch our workshop on the Thrive model for coaching success. which will help you evaluate your program and your practice to see where you have room to grow and help you decide if our year-long mentorship and certification program, The Coach, is right for you right now. This program is designed for current coaches who are focused on building a coaching culture through intentional and strategic coaching work at all levels with teachers and school leaders. Wherever you are in your coaching journey, we can support you. If you're curious right now and you have questions, please reach out. You can leave a comment below, you can join our Coach Better Facebook group, or you can find us on social media at Eduro Learning and send me a DM. I'd love to support you on your coaching journey. See you next time.